ships. Yes, and so we are actually about to hold elections. The elections take place on the 14th of February. Actually happens to be Valentine's Day. So we're going to sing a lot of love songs for Nigeria that day. Anyhow, we're here in the studio this morning to discuss which way things are going to go, because the game has significantly changed. The players are formidable, and so we want to see how things are going to go. We have a say, and that is why we're here in the studio to talk. Well, this morning I have a very, very formidable man. And first of all, let me start from my international guest. I have all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. I have Mr. Elton Onyi-Onwu, who happens to be a strong political activist for the ACP party. Elton, good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Larry.
How are you?
And how are you today?
Good. Can you say hello to our audience and also to your fellow panelists here in the studio?
Hello, my fellow panelists. Good to have you all today.
Thank you.
Okay. You'll get to know them very shortly. I have also all the way from, I believe, Eindhoven, Mr. Mazi Aguzian. Mazi Aguzian, from where? Is it Den Haag? Okay, all the way from Den Haag. Mr. Aguzian, can you please?
No, Zoetermeer.
Oh, Zoetermeer. That is still very close to Den Haag. Say hello to
Mazi Aguzian.
Mazi Aguzian. Say hello to our listeners and to your fellow panelists.
Oh, hello to everybody. I hope you're fine. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Mazi, good morning.
Morning. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay. Now to the studio we have here Mr. Chief actually, Kyrian Agudike. He is a very supportive partner of Pan-African Media radiovoiceofnaija. We're glad to have you back this morning, sir.
Thank you. I greet everyone. Thank you for listening.
Well, also we have this morning for the first time on our radio program, Mr. Tony Brown Obase. He's a security consultant. I thank God that we having God is giving us, raising up among us great people, and so Nigeria really doesn't like nothing no more. Yeah. Say hello to our listeners, please.
Hello and good morning and New Year to all the listeners.
Thank you, sir. Once again, I have Mr. Emezie Enwegu.
A businessman.
He's a businessman, also a very concerned Nigerian citizen. Please say hello to our listeners.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are listening from the four corners of the earth. You are welcome.
All right. So, with that out of the way, we would like to proceed, and we'd like to thank Mr. Sonny Okosin for that beautiful song. And we'll probably get back to hear more of Sonny Okosin, time permitting. Now, listeners out there, as you are aware, the Nigerian community here in Amsterdam is quite reasonable, and so it matters to us what's happening down there back home. That said, we're here to talk about the politics, the upcoming elections, and let's just go straight to the first question. Now, how much does, now recently actually we were aware of some defections from PDP to ACP, and I think that has boosted the confidence of the ACP guys, and they think, well, I mean, they're really going to give PDP, a good run, but we're going to see really how significant that is. So the question is, how much or how significant are these defections from PDP to ACP, and how much threat does it pose to the victory, the likely victory or the anticipated victory of PDP party? Now, any of you may actually break the ice, so if you think you have the answer, just jump in and just start to swing.
Okay.
Well, okay. I think if I may come in.
Okay, that's Elton, I suppose. Yeah, Elton.
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Can you hear him?
Okay, recently. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Loud, we are hearing you.
Okay, your question is how much the defections from the PDP to APC was a threat
to the victory of PDP, because predominantly PDP has been winning all the time, but now like the game has changed. So how significant is it a threat to PDP now?
The trend has changed. We don't know.
Well, like you rightly asked in your question, the defections from PDP to the ruling, to the APC of late is becoming an everyday occurrence. And when a party that has been in government for 16 years in Nigeria suddenly begins to witness the level of defections as we currently have, then it gives a very big cause for worry. Because Nigerians are truly desirous of change from the status quo, change from a clueless government, change from inefficiency, change from the government that has not prosecuted and then guaranteed the life of citizens of it's over 170 million citizens, and then people are really tired and they really want to move forward. So these defections, I can tell you, it's a massive threat on the PDP, and suddenly, for some reason, the PDP cannot get it right, and then see how to stem these defections. It's really a very big threat on them. Just yesterday, over this weekend, the Niger State chapter of the PDP lost more than 500 top PDP members to the APC, and these recurring decimals are all across the country. So it's a really very big threat to the sustainability of PDP, and then their plan to win the Nigerian elections come this February.
Okay, what really is behind these defections? Is there a lot of discontent? If you can quickly answer that so I can give the turn to the other panelists.
Yes, definitely. When you are not satisfied with a situation, definitely you have to move. Human beings are naturally dynamic. And then if you are not accommodated or for any reason you are not being taken care of in where you are, you have to seek greener pastures. So that's exactly what's going on right now in the PDP. Conflict of interest, people have been skimmed out of their political relevance, and so they have to vent their angers in one way or the other.
Okay, thank you very much for that input. Okay, Chief, you wanted to have your turn?
Yes. First and foremost,
you want to respond to what he said?
Let me say something, but first and foremost, I want to state here that I'm here as a concerned citizen of Nigeria, and not as a member of any political party. I'm not representing any interest. But as a Nigerian, I cannot see Nigeria burning and I sit down and do nothing about it. So what happened is that, having said that, I have to say that the defection from PDP really gives it must give reason for worry for the PDP, but that has the reasons they give is not a real reason. That the reasons they give for defection, I don't think that is the necessary. Because when they talk of change, you are talking of change. You see what Sonokosin say, which way Nigeria. I think this music is more than 20 or 30 years, and we have not gotten it right up till now. And they are talking of change. Change from what to what? Because when you are changing from what is wrong to what is right. And up to today, APC has not said anything. Where is their blueprint of what they are changing to? You have to tell us this activity is wrong, and this is where I am moving towards. Then you educate us and let us know exactly what you want to achieve. First of all, you have to carry us with the result, so that we have an expected result when you get in. So that I will now say, I am following you, I will vote for you. In any case, I don't say that PDP too are right, because they have all their deficiencies. But then, none of the two parties has given us exactly what they want to achieve. Everything they are talking is just statements. They're making wishful statements, which is not reality. I'm an economist. You have to give me figures. How do you achieve it? The strategy you are using to reach where you are talking. If you want to build road, you want to build this, you can't tell me that you have discussed with the contractor, this is how the amount we expect to spend in doing those things. This is what we are going to achieve, and at the end, this is the result. But none of them have said that. All of them are just telling us that change and all those
nice
wishful thinking, making us to the economy is very bad. Let them expect a very bad economy. So they should be addressing economy and be telling us that in near future the economy is going down. What are we going to do about it? Yeah, during the budget this year there's austerity. The theme is austerity measure. So what they have to be talking is how do we stem the austerity measure? What are we going to do to see that the citizens, the unemployment is down? All those things are done.
Yes.
Yeah, you cannot be telling me only stories. Change, security, change, security. You have to tell me the security cannot even come when the unemployment remain high.
But so what you're saying is that both the ruling PDP party and the contenders really don't have no concretely
they are the same
solutions.
They are the same thing. PDP, APC, they are the same. APC is just aggrieved people from the PDP. So it's aggrieved people's party or Congress. Aggrieved people's Congress. So what happened is that first of all they have to say something, give us a blueprint of what that they can do differently from PDP. If you count all of them, remove Buhari from among the members, all others, Buhari and Tinubu out, others are from PDP. So and all of them have served under PDP in different.
It's just resurfacing of the.
So it's just PDP in another name.
Okay, let me, Mr. Aguzia. Mazi, you want to just quickly chip in a word, some remarks on what we're discussing.
I want to thank you for having me. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, sir.
I want to come in there and say that Nigeria is a complex country. It's a country. Our politicians, they have lost most of our politicians, especially the corrupt one, they have lost their credibility. What I want to say there is that somebody who is defecting to another party, why is he defecting? He's defecting because there is no more bread for him in the other party. That's why he's defecting. Because he knows that where he used to eat, bread is no more coming like before. That's why he defected and going to the other side. And unfortunately, when he defected, he's been disappointed. So they are stranded, all of them. They are all stranded because why they defected to PDP, they didn't get it. Why they defected the point, why they defected to APC, they didn't get what they wanted.
So they are stranded, you are saying?
Yeah, they are stranded because now all of them they lose. You see, primarily all of them lost. So there is no. They didn't have any hand there. So the thing is that when you defect, you say that PDP is a bad you defect another. When you defect from a bad, you say it's a bad party. You say it's a bad party. You also is a bad man.
Okay.
You're also a bad man. You defect with your bad omen to another place and telling them that you're good and telling the Nigeria that you're going to change. What are you going to change?
Okay.
What are you going to change?
I hear you.
When you go there, is it no selfishness you want to go and change?
All right, I hear you.
And your own thinking of not including the poor people.
Okay, so
their defection it doesn't mean anything.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mazie. Thank you. Now let's hear Mr. Obase. You have something to say about what we're talking about now?
Yes, like Chief Kirian Abodike have rightly pointed out. The defection from the PDP to APC of the people around, it is, when you look at it, it's just for selfish interest. Whoever is telling you or deceiving you that they have the interest of the masses at heart is lying.
Even Mr. Tongu said that they skip
so
out.
It is because when they find out that they were no longer being favored, they were no longer getting their political appointment they are used to.
Yeah.
Or they're expecting. So they have to move a comfortable zone. Take, for example, the issue of the Speaker of House of Assembly, representative. How many times have we defected? It is only when he's in a place that is no longer comfortable for him, where he's not getting a higher office, he will go to jump to another party. Good. Now, my co-panelist mentioned something about corruption or something like that. That is what they...
Elton, yes.
Elton.
Yes.
Who is not corrupt in Nigeria? I want to know. Who is not corrupt in Nigeria?
Do business with someone.
Sorry.
And
no. I'm coming first. Hold on. Let me learn first. Who is not corrupt? Tell me the salary of a sitting governor. What is the salary of a member of House of Assembly? What is the salary of a local government chairman? What is the salary of a school teacher in Nigeria? And you see him, the member of House of Assembly or rep or whatever, going about dashing rices and this as if he's giving the people rices. This is a constituency money fund for them to use to put water, road, and they put it in their pocket. Then when they are coming to dash them 3,000 naira worth of abada or whatever, the people, even half of them will die before they lay hand on the abada. Is that what they're coming to tell me they are coming to change? Is that what they're coming to change? It's the same thing, the same people. Why don't we follow the person we have, the devil we have already known? Yeah. The train is running. Yeah. The light is coming back. Even the train, if you can support the train to start running, then we reduce the accident on the road. We reduce multiple deaths on the road. You know? Will the train be running? Lagos? It's already running. Both Lagos and Port Harcourt is running. Okay. It's our first time for a very long time that we see that train is running in Nigeria. I met train as a child when I was in school in 1976. Yeah. You know, my first time to enter train from to Port Harcourt. Yes. So, but now this is a comment. Why don't we support this particular person for now? It is not changing. When they come now, they remove it, they cancel all the contracts, say, oh, it's PDP. In the next 3 years, we have not done anything in Nigeria. Okay. Now, Mr. Mozi, I think I better, bring another question so that. Now, we actually have talked about some of the. Maybe we can just highlight some of the main reasons for defection. We said some people, when they see their positions are threatened, then they want to switch. Yes. But the defections have not only likely it's been from PDP to APC. Yes. But also there have been some from APC to the other camp. So they are all looking for survival.
Let me chip in here briefly before you answer the next question.
They are looking for green pasture.
Green pasture. Okay, Elton, please come on.
They are looking for green pasture. What can you say about one of the key members of President Jonathan's presidential campaign committee that defected, over the weekend? Yes. I mean, he is already a serving senator. Yes. He is already in line to better prospects in PDP. Why abandon the PDP suddenly over the weekend?
Exactly. Tell us. He has nothing to offer. Tell us why he defected. Why he jumped ship.
That's why I said before.
He's a high-ranking member of the president's campaign.
So why did he defect?
Why did he defect? Yeah. If it's not about green pastures or a guarantee of continuation of his well-being in the party, but he has seen that a lot of things are wrong in PDP. The foundation PDP stands today is not what the G34 politicians that set up PDP in 1999 had in mind. All the founding members of PDP today are no longer members of PDP. Why?
Why?
Say something. Let us.
Yes, why? Tell us why.
No, he asked us.
He's asking a question. Okay, let me say one more.
Yes, if I may come in here. As for me, I'm not here to support PDP or APC. But if we want to look things in the direct aspect of it, these people changing are the same. They are the same people. They are the same people. Nobody is changing because the other one is better, or nobody is changing to do anything different from what others gonna do. Yeah, like as we all know, as Nigerians, when we want to talk about the history of Nigeria, we talk it as if we are Nigeria. The issue that the whole leaders there are corrupt. They are not going to do anything better, different. So there is nothing that anybody will come and say that this one is better or the other one is better.
Elton, let me come in. Elton, please, let other people come in.
Yeah.
I want to say something here.
Okay, go ahead.
And I want to tell you, to be sincere, I have to tell you, put Jonathan and Buhari, two of them sitting together, say, choose one. Buhari may be better, but when you come, it's not about the election is not about Buhari and Jonathan.
Yes.
Because it's more than that. The PDP APC is what we are talking about. Because Buhari win election, he's not going to be the president of Nigeria at the same time a minister or a member of the house. So those around him are most corrupt people, more than the PDP. Those around Jonathan are better than those around Buhari.
Oh, that's
do you see the problem?
Yes.
So when there are two people, when we are comparing two things, you look at the best of the two. And then as a human being, Buhari may be the better person. But in this analysis, is more than is about the establishment they are coming from, the parties they are coming from, the PDP and APC. APC are people who are aggrieved, who I know that if they win election, they will suspend all the contracts of the PDP because all of them want to benefit. They need to have the part of the cake. That is what they're going for. They're not going to serve any Nigerian, any different.
Exactly.
So this is the problem we have. We have to be realistic in our talking. And PDP there may be continuity from PDP. PDP can continue, and then maybe, for instance, the national conference they went the other day. We spent billions of naira in sponsoring that national conference. PDP, Jonathan had promised that after the election, if he's elected, he will. If he wins, then he will now implement what the outcome of that conference. But APC did not. APC did not even participate in that conference. So, first instance, he's already dead. It's already dead if they win the election. Because they cannot implement what they did not participate in implementing. Or so they cannot implement it. Then we start afresh. And everything we go back and back. So you will not beginning every time we do beginning. So if
can I come in?
Before you come in, I would like to remind our listeners that this is a political segment. We're talking about Nigerian elections and politics at Crossroads. If you have a question or remark for our panelists today, please go ahead and give us a call. The studio line is 0207-371619. You may be a Nigerian or even a non-Nigerian, but you have the Nigerians at heart, and you may be married to a Nigerian, or you're a businessman in Nigeria. Whatever it is you're doing, you can have a say. Go ahead and give us a call. The studio lines 0207-371619. Okay, Mr. Marcy, have your go.
Can I just? What I want to say there is that
keep it brief, sir.
Yes. People keep on blaming Jonathan, corruption. Nigeria have 774 local government area, and we have 36 states with 36 governors. Now, Jonathan has his ministers. Now, Jonathan cannot be everywhere. He appoints these people so because he is not there. He say, you take care of this sector. Because I'm not there, so you handle everything. So when you don't report to him, you don't tell him what is going on. Will he stay in Asorok and know what is going on in Bono, or know what is going on in Port Harcourt, or know what is going on in Lagos? It's not possible.
Anyway, Mazi, that one is supervision. It lacks supervision. Because in that area, I can say no. That he needs to supervise whatever that is set up. The system is not working because we're not looking at the supervision. Like in the economic team, he went to outsource economic team. He's not managing the economic team himself. So the economic team should not be outsourced. It should be in the presidency. So those areas, I cannot agree that he cannot look at those who are working. When you award a contract, that's what we call monitoring unit. The monitoring unit has to go and they have to report back to you. But that is okay. Let another person say something.
Excuse me, gentlemen, one question at a time, otherwise we don't hear nobody. Chief, Mr. Mazi, you have to, when you get your turn before you come in, otherwise you're going to be crisscrossing with the others. That will be
finish and somebody intervene.
Okay, then do that quickly so we can.
That's why he has the NWC, National Working Committee and all these things, you know. So every time, every month, I think once in 2 months, with all the whole state governors and ministers, Anyam is the charge of ministers. They will come and bring all what they have done and everything. So if there is a correction, Jonathan is always there to correct and give them more, new instructions. That's what it's all about on that area. Okay. So when you come, you bring your report. So that's why he said, that's why they have that committee always every 3 months.
Okay.
They go and meet the governor. They go and meet Jonathan and bring out all their instructions, what they have done and what they didn't do, where they have mistakes, and everything they will correct it.
Okay.
So all these things have been going on. So I don't know why. I don't know why.
Another person.
We have to ask Nigerian ministers why they don't take correction.
Okay, good. We don't have any influence on that right now, so let's leave that.
I just want to give a little bit now to Etten.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm bringing you a little bit back from the campaign from River State, the ambassador. So I just want to tell him to inform me that, look, the ambassador have to jump ship because he knew that his tenure is already coming to an end.
Yeah.
So he quickly jumped from PDP, to APC to enable him get a new district to save face. So it is not like he has any other.
He's coming to an end, and he is a member of the president's.
Of course, he's currently an ambassador of or former ambassador of Venezuela, Nigerian ambassador to Venezuela. That is what I'm trying to tell you, because he knew that his tenure is coming to an end. And what will he do?
Is it cast on stone that tenure will not be renewed for him?
Of course, now he's an ambassador. After his,
if there's an opportunity for that renewal of his mandate to continue as an ambassador, why jump the ship?
Why didn't you resign the appointment from after 2 years? For 2 years, he had been doing more than 3 years. He would have discovered that this party is not a good party. Then he resigned. That is the honorable thing to do.
The PDP has failed in his duty.
Yeah, after they have sponsored him, he climbed to the height of this thing. He made his money.
Let's take this. Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm following the very interesting.
Thank you, sir.
I realize that all the people taking part in the panel, they are aware of the problem of Nigeria. So I would like them to find solutions to the problem rather.
Yes.
Otherwise, they'll be discussing the problem.
Precisely. We are speculating too much, and we have to put the speculation aside. Let's discuss facts that we
exactly
with recommendations.
I have questions.
Excuse me. Let the caller finish, and then go ahead, sir.
They should tell the Nigeria what to do. Here in Europe,
yes.
Company here. So please, they should find solution. Send to their people in Nigeria that we are in Holland. You know, these going on. So this is what they're supposed to do. So they should talk about the solution.
Exactly.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, let's keep that in mind. What about speculative? Let's put it aside. We don't know for sure what really is on the ground.
I have questions,
okay.
please.
Your question. Okay, go ahead. Give us a question here from the studio.
All right. Thank you so much for the permission to speak. I went through and then I saw in Buhari's cabinet. So I saw that except the vice president that have been superficially put there as I see him as a figurehead, because I see him as somebody who is not going to really function. So because if Buhari has the interest of the Nigerians, I see no reason why Buhari in his cabinet didn't reflect any of the people from the southern district. It's only not in the oil, in the finance, in the this, in the that. I mean, it's just that I don't have my this, and I would have given you the whole specification of all the cabinet members of APC. And then I was wondering if this is if they have the interest of the whole Nigeria in their distance, they will have to reflect also balance the equation. But here, everything just went to the northerners. Why?
Okay, Elton, do you have any explanation for that? Yes, please.
I'm a little bit taken aback with this question because Buhari is still a candidate, so he does not have any cabinet. He is not the president of Nigeria yet, so there's nothing like an issue of a cabinet, coming up, for discourse at this moment, unless you're not getting your nomenclatures right. But be that as it may, the position of the vice president, you mentioned Professor Osibanjo, is a very, very important position in the governance of the country. Because if you feel that the position of the vice president is a wishy-washy affair, then that is why we are stuck in this rut we are in today in Nigeria. Because the PDP in 2007, when they brought in President Jonathan, then as a vice president, they did not do their homework very effectively. Otherwise, if they did, they would have had a very good technocrat to be the vice president to let Yaradua, and then we are very unfortunate that we lost our president, President Yaradua, and then the mantle of leadership fell on President Jonathan.
And that's the same thing the FGC is trying to do again. That's the same thing they are doing again.
Listen, the position of the vice president, I'm using that
because health-wise, Buhari is not sound.
None of us have control over life. None of us have control over life. The life of every man is dependent on God. Going back to the cabinet, to compare the pace of that cabinet issue again. There is no cabinet. It's the same plotting right now. If you're talking about Buhari's campaign team, then we can react. But if you're talking about Buhari's cabinet, sorry, there is no Buhari's cabinet for now.
Okay. Okay. Now, Elton, quickly, can you just explain this? How is the APC likely to deal with the discontent among its ranks over defectors from PDP who are a threat to some of their gubernatorial positions? How is PDP likely to deal with the discontent? Because some people, APC, how is it likely to deal with some of those who are coming over from PDP and likely to take over their positions? How are they going to deal with that?
As it is right now, all the governorship and elective primaries have been concluded, and the prospective candidates have already been filed and listed by INEC. So as it is right now, anybody that is joining the APC from the PDP knows that he is coming in there to offer service, not for any elective position anymore. Okay? Now, in the offering your service, fine. When the APC forms the next government, hopefully come this February, then the APC is built on. Hello?
I said May. If they win, they form government in May, not in February.
If they form, of course, they have to start having a shadow cabinet from the moment the elections are won. You don't need to wait until May 29 to bring in your board. You have to start putting your team together. So if hopefully we achieve this novelty, and then definitely those who are joining the party right now will one way or the other fit into the structures of the APC to deliver a better government for Nigerians.
Okay.
All right. You have any comment on his response?
Yes, because Elton, I know that Elton is an APC man.
Activist.
A very serious one. I'm not a partisan politician, but as a concerned Nigeria, I will always say something that the APC are the aggrieved people. And when we are talking about those defecting from PDP, you see the Kwakwanso issue in Kano. The Kwakwanso decamped from PDP. But because he came from PDP to APC, the candidate of Kano state governorship fell on his own group. People supporting Kwakwanso, somebody from Kwakwanso won the APC. And Buhari refused to hand over the flag, the party flag to the candidate. Is it right? Is it the military? We are no more in military. They should remove that military tendency. I heard it and I confirmed it. It's not mad.
That's
It's not
Chief
mad.
Kyria.
It's Chief.
Chief Kyria.
Chief Kyria.
Yeah.
Chief Kyria, you are getting your facts wrong, please. In Kano politics today, amongst all the 7 governors, both PDP and APC and other parties, in Nigeria today, I think it is just only Governor Kwakwanso of Kano State that groomed his deputy governor to succeed him.
But I don't know who came out as the candidate of the party. But what I'm saying is that Buhari refused to hand over the flag of the party. In normal district, when they come for
it's not the duty of Buhari.
the chairman of the party,
the national chairman of the party.
Yeah, but do you understand that there's a discrepancy between Buhari and Kwakwanso? Because Kwakwanso came from the PDP. So the system, let them go back home and settle everything. But let me come. Let us forget about all this. Let us talk about solution like somebody said. Yeah, that is the area I'm interested. Because in my earlier statement, the person who asked the question, I even said it in my earlier statement, that they are derailing from reality, realizable strategy. None of them has given us realizable strategy. Like today, we see that there's a high unemployment, the exchange rate is high, and all those things. None of them has given us a solution how they will solve it. Okay. And that is the area they have to address. If you are coming in, what are you going to do to address the unemployment? Is it by creating 2 million jobs according to Jonathan, or creating 200,000 jobs by Buhari? How are they going to solve it? What are they going to do about deflation? Well, and then the economy is going down because the price of oil is going down. If the price of oil continue to go down and go less than $40, what are we going to do? How are we going to sustain the economy? These are most important to me. When they are doing their campaign, they should be able to tell us what they want to do.
Exactly, that's what we want to hear.
They are not buffer. There's nothing they are.
We are tired of fake promises.
They are going to use to do it.
You are saying that both parties don't really have any.
Both parties don't. That is the area I am.
They are just making noise.
That is the area I'm concerned. They say change, but
okay, Chief, let them talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I come in?
Yeah, let Mazi come in now. Let Mazi come in. Mazi, come in, please.
Yeah. What
hold on. Hold on.
What I want to say that is that it looks like that APC, they want to come to the power. They want to take over the power by all means. And not only that, I heard them saying that if they lose, or if the election goes either way, there will be a parallel government. You cannot form a parallel government. If you form a parallel government, that means that is an invitation to violence.
That is a treason felony.
Yes. You know,
is it true what they said that if they don't win, they
said so. The party campaign chairman wrote to me and mentioned that.
But that would be illegitimate or not?
What I'm trying to say is that instead of you to plan for the country to, you see, that's why I said that people, they are working for their own interest. They are not working for the people. They don't even think about the people. Why do you want to form a parallel government? You're inviting violence. You want people to continue to die. Okay. You understand? Look at
no, let the activists answer them.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I continue?
Yeah, finish so Elton can reply. Yes.
Yeah. So when you come to Europe here, you know, you never see a prime minister say, "I will do that," because everything has been planned, everything has been laid down.
Okay.
So a prime minister comes here to continue what has been planned. But if a Nigerian president is newly elected, he will change everything and they start afresh.
Because they want to eat their own, yes.
Okay, Mazi, let Elton respond. Don't
Mazi, mind you that in this country, you are talking of the West.
Can I just...
Yes, go.
Mazi, let your point land with the point you're making so that Elton can come up and respond.
Yes, what I'm trying to say is that if we can get, if we're president, if Jonathan can start it, you know, and everything he planned must be there, and he will continue from what he was and he said it, that he will continue from where he stopped if he re-elected.
Any government coming in power should continue. That's what they're talking about.
So why not give him a chance?
Yeah.
And then besides, why is it that somebody from the south want to rule, and somebody from the north say you will
Elton is from the south. Elton is an Igbo man.
Okay.
There will be violence everywhere, and what they said, what is happening today.
All right. Okay, Mr. Mazi.
So how can we plan? How can we go forward?
All right.
It's not possible.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
And tomorrow you start.
Thank you, Mr. Mazi. Mr. Mazi. Hello.
It's the same people. It's the same people.
Mr. Mazi, excuse me. Mr. Mazi, excuse me. You have to follow my instructions. Otherwise, it's going to be chaotic here. Now, you're finished, so I'll give Elton the turn to. Can you respond to him briefly so we take a short break?
Okay, thank you very much. When you mentioned about solution, the last caller, talked about what's the solution. And in answer to that, I can tell you that the APC has a very robust manifesto and an action plan that they intend to implement, which already most APC controlled states are already implementing. Like Lagos State, River State, and the Kano State you mentioned. Okay, now these action plans have to deal with job creations. It has to deal with free education at certain levels. It has to do with more efficient management of the economy. All these are contained in the APC manifesto, which you can obtain if you go to www.buhari.com. You'll be able to download the manifesto and then the action plan for the APC for the first 100 days and then for the next 4 years and then thereafter. Okay? So that's taken care of. If you go to that website, you'll be able to obtain the manifesto. And then, because the campaigns are not enough platform for somebody to come and begin to itemize all that, the action plan for his 4 years in governance. So it's already there. So it's for you to reach out there, go to the website, download it, and then spread the good news. That is for the
Okay. We're going to take a short break now. Thank you for letting us know. There are a lot of nice ideas, but it is implementation that is where we have the problem.
So what the state is talking about, that is the Kano State, Rivers, and the...
We will take a short break again.
They are all the former PDP states.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we want to just give a short musical interlude, and then I will be back to continue. Wow.
Like 2 minutes for you. other people talk, just talking without considering others.
Yeah, exactly. But it's very difficult. Okay. There are 3 key points. Yeah. Okay. We'll probably go into a little bit after 9. A little bit.
No, you'll go up till 9:30.
So we are trying to.
Yeah. Okay. Now, 3 main issues I want to touch on: the violence, and then the flooding of the economy with the law of Naira and the yeah. And then also finally, okay, yeah. Oh, the INEC preparedness for the election, and then the violence, and then the money of the economy with money. Around this sort of stuff. Okay, those are the 3 things hopefully we can cover before we finish.
Inefficiency and indiscipline is ruining the country now. Corruption here, there, and everywhere. Inflation is soaring high.
Well, this song was sung in the question many years ago, and I realized that he was a prophet those days, you know. And we're still struggling, you know. What is wrong with us?
Because of lack of continuity.
Wherever you are listening to this program, if you feel like contributing or making a remark or you have a question, please feel free to give us a call. Studio line 0207371619. Pan-African Media, Radio Voice of Naija, political segment. We're talking about Nigerian politics and elections at the crossroads. If you are concerned Nigerian citizen or lover of Nigeria, or you have a Nigerian business interest or family relationship or what have you, you can have your say.
Let's give it a chance to grow. Let's join our hands to find.
Okay, let's return back to the program. I want to welcome you back, my guests. Welcome back. Okay. All right. Gentlemen, we're going to shift gear a little bit. I want us to look at these 3 points. Hopefully we can cover those before we finish. I want to know how ready and prepared. Right now, we're picking. We're going to speak not necessarily as people, sympathetic to any particular party, but basically for us Nigerians and what we think should happen, or what, give more global answers. Okay, how ready and prepared is INEC for the presidential elections following the non-perfect performance in the recent Anambra's state elections? Yeah, people are wondering, is INEC really capable? Are they really ready? Their chairman apparently is optimistic, but what is the assessment of INEC's preparedness? Okay, Chief, you want to take
like you said, we should say it not from the party. This I have been speaking since, not from the party.
Yeah.
I'm talking as an individual. Really, I'm still. I know that Jenga has been saying that he's ready, that everything is ready. From looking at things, their PVC, the distribution of PVC, and so on. But I have little doubt because there was something he created, the polling unit, recently, and he gave more numbers to the north and then less number to the south. So today I am still wondering if he's really ready or he's working for somebody. Because because the APC is from the north, the presidential candidate of APC is from the north, and giving the north more polling unit, which people protested and he cancelled. That means there may be another option. Like now they said the voting on the voting day they have to swab your PVC and see that you voted. It's very okay. It's very okay if they swab it. That will give them exact number of people that voted that day. But in case there's no electricity, or is that thing not using electricity? If it's using battery, okay. What if somebody do not bring it, or one person will remain to swab his own card for over the hours? How many minutes will it take? So these are the difficulties. So I think if it was option A4 of those days, where you line up by 12 o'clock, they count the number of people that are there, the voters, then they start to count people, and then you see it exactly. It will take less time and very accurate. But this PVC, we are not yet grown to those using those technologies, because those technology can disappoint us that day. So I'm not sure, but let us watch and see.
Have they tried it? This system?
They have not tried it. This is the beginning. So using presidential election to try something is not risky, good. It's very risky. They would have tried it with local government elections and lesser elections to see how workable it is before introducing it to the presidential election.
Okay. So now, let's hear out Mr. MSC. No,
you know, like if we want to talk things about Nigeria, we have to face the reality. Some of the new or new system people want to brought in. In so many occasions, they are not bringing all this in for the good of the citizens, the good of the countries themselves. Because we will not forget or paint that word corruption in Nigeria. Because it is in ahead of anything that the Nigerian government, the Nigerian citizens want to do. That is why when we came to this about this election, we should not be focusing on our mind because we want to support this person. We support him blindly, without saying, okay, what is he going to do? What is his own plan? What are we what we will do like other countries?
I will have to interrupt us. Let's take the news and then we'll be back, okay? All right. Almost got carried away. Let me see. Okay, speaker is on now. First of all, let me take Mr. Mazi. Mr. Mazi, are you on?
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay, can you give us quickly your take on INEC's preparedness for the presidential elections? Very quick.
Nigeria is a good country, but only politicians or people are making it a bad place and a bad country. You know?
Okay.
But I think that it is imperative for the election to be free and fair and peaceful. Another thing I want to say is that, you know, the thing is that in Nigeria, like somebody said, there is nobody who is not corrupt, even a child of
Mr. Mazi, I want to plead with you. Go straight to the point, and then we don't have too much time.
So what I want to say is that it's good that the INEC see that the election takes place, you know, peacefully, and they should avoid anything corruption or swapping of ballot box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And another thing, they should try. But the thing is that Nigeria is they are just starting. It's
okay. All right. Okay. Let me interrupt. No. Mr. Mazi, you have to listen. Otherwise, you are the one hosting the program. So just keep it that way for now. But be brief. Go straight to the point. Yeah, we have a lot of people here.
What I'm trying to say.
It's okay. It's all right. Elton.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, please come in. Very quickly, what do you think is the state of preparedness of INEC?
Well, INEC right now has told us that they are ready for the election. I know that they are having challenges with the distribution of the permanent voters card, and the chairman has emphasized, or that even if it takes them till the eve of the election to keep distributing these cards, they would do that. And we want to give them the benefit of doubt to see if that will happen. For instance, myself that is talking right now, I have not picked up my PVC. And it's a cause of worry for me because I do not want to be disenfranchised. Okay? So, but be that as it may, the government is supporting them, has provided funds, and the INEC chairman is doing all he can as a human being, and hopefully we will be able to have a good elections.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Etten, at least for recommending that the Mr. President have actually provided funds. This is to show that you actually believe in what the President administration is doing. Look, I believe strongly that from the word the INEC President Chairman, who is Professor Atahiru Jega, have given his words that the election will go on, not only going on, but it's going to be properly watertight. There are those who are in the effortless of going to snatch the PVC card, stolen, hacking into the other thing. They are just wasting their time because they have what they call now the card reader. So, and on that note, let us believe that they actually knows what they are about to do. And not only that, only if the country, they can give a kind of sensitize the citizenry for them to have at least a day or two public holiday, so that everyone will go to the designated areas to collect their card. So all this one they give 2 days when they have a salary, they give extra day. They have why don't they use it to give 2 extra 2 days or 1 day? Public holiday in the country, so that people will go queue in line, be patient, and collect their PVC. And this will be enough for us to know that these people are actually working. And they have no doubt in the capability of the present government that they are going to put everything in place to make sure that everybody is counted for. Everybody, will get his or her own PVC. So, to just cap it all, I believe strongly on INEC to do their job.
My concern remains that they cannot use presidential election for an experiment. Because this card reader has never been used before. They would have used it in other elections or regional elections, so that at least after using it for that, we can use it in presidential election. Let us know the workability, because that day many people will be disenfranchised because it will not work. Some people will have problems that day, and there will be riots.
That's what I'm sorry.
Carry on to another question.
Okay, we cannot go back to that. We have already expressed our opinion on that, Mr. Maze. Now, the next question.
Mr. Maze, I want to keep something in. I wanted to finish it, but you people intervene. You disrupt.
We cannot. We already finished that point, so we're going to another point now, sir. Now, let me. The next question. No, there's always post-elective violence in Nigeria, and that's great concern. And so in 2011, there were riots and killings in the north among groups loyal to Buhari's CPC. Then, do you think that the situation is likely to be better this time around?
No, can I comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't really think, because look at the way they're, pestering or a kind of stoning the convoy of a sitting president. This is to tell you.
In the north?
Yes. Wherever the president goes up the north, either they stone his convoy or something like that, they start to attack his.
That is a wrong statement. It's only in 2 states.
And is it not one does it happen or not?
Organized by the PDP. Organized by the PDP.
Can I say something? Can I say something? But this is for For the fact that it happened, that is to show you the level of desperation and the APC are going. No, well, hold on. You have your time. So what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that
even Buhari doesn't know you.
Yeah. If you see the type of the little children they use to perpetrate this kind of atrocities, this is to tell you so that even if they have been arrested, they cannot prosecute them. How can you prosecute somebody, a child under 18 or 12? This is to tell you the type of game plan they have. So they bring these people to the rally ground, they cause trouble, they throw stone, they match up people. When they have been arrested, they'll say, oh, police are working on the side of the PDP. They are doing this. You see, it doesn't go well for the present political dispensation.
Thank you.
Okay,
thank you.
Yes. If I may come in here, yes, Nigeria we already seen the problem. From the comments being passed by those who contesting the elections, they're also igniting problem already. How can a president go to the current president? Even have the right to put his own poster in some of the northern states? And what does that mean?
Lagos.
The problem already started.
Yes.
We will not just be talking here like we deceive ourselves, we deceive others that are listening because we want to support one person or the other. That is not the problem we have, because this problem is about Nigeria. Then when all this killing, you see what happened about Boko Haram, all these things is involved in the killing, and if this thing continue, we are here and our families are there.
Yes.
We have to put them their interest first. We are talking about human life. But when they kill somebody in all this violence, people come in TV because they want to support somebody. They leave the fact and saying the same thing the leaders are doing. It's not nice. Somebody call and say, what is the problem? How are we going to solve all this problem? How we just talk it in a way that it will continue? In the same way that it will continue, because you just want, because the real problem in the Nigeria is that Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba.
Yes, tribalism.
That is the problem. No Igbo man will support Hausa man 100% unless with interest. And some other people, even with interest, they will not support the other person. Hausa man cannot support an Igbo man, even when he give him money.
Yes.
And how can we be saying this, removing those things and say, yes, we are one?
We are doing this, we are going that.
Okay. Can I say something here? Because it is good to be realistic. Thank you, my brother. Because when we are talking from partisan side. But it is not good. Let us talk about Nigeria, what is good for Nigeria, and how Nigeria can survive. Let us see this election has already been built on tribe and religion. Now the South says their son must complete the 8 years, and if he doesn't, heads will roll. That is it. The North wants power by every means. That the power must come, that Yaradua did not complete 8 years, that they must come in and they are being cheated. There's desperation there. So, and the APC also is built up by aggrieved Nigerians who went into the party, not for something to offer, but because they're not benefiting from PDP government.
To avenge their anger.
So these people are just there, clustering, looking for something. So if anything happens, Nigeria will start afresh. In my last week commentary, I said, as a human being, I need an egalitarian society where anybody can come from anywhere, from Borno and become a president. I'm an Igbo man. A president from Borno, I will support him. From any part of Nigeria, I will support the president. If the person is to deliver political dividend. But in this case, we are not talking about political dividends. We are talking about, this is from my tribe, and the other one is from the other tribe. And that religion and all those things. So what I am trying to say here is that the violence, we cannot cancel it. It will come because we have been divided today. Today we are divided into two. And then, because we are divided, anybody that wins, the other party must revolt. But the only thing is who can contain that crisis.
Now, even if the elections are marked clearly,
there must be, because like my colleague said here, the children are already brainwashed. The children are already brainwashed. And then people who are talking about Buhari, that Buhari was this, they were not born when he was time. When he was the president 30 years ago, I was in Ikeja, excuse me, I was in Ikeja. And then nobody knew about Buhari. It was Idiabon we were talking about then. See, when he came again to be the PTF chairman, it was his the consultancy firm that we are managing the PTF fund. Look at the presidential nomination election. When he was picked as an APC candidate, he could not bring out his own vice presidential candidate by himself. He, based on another person, imposing somebody on him. In actual sense, the person he wanted was Rotimi Amechi. That was his, if you can read somebody's mind. But he could not do it. And they imposed one puppet on him. It is not about education. That man is a professor. I know he is a professor, but there's a difference between personal intelligence and academic intelligence. Do you understand me? Nobody has, he has never, before people start buying, they have to sell him. People are only talking about APC because of Buhari. Okay, let us remove Buhari from that group and put him aside. Tell me, all the other members, who is credible there?
We don't know.
No one there. No one there. Oshomole is supposed to be the vice presidential candidate. I said it last week. Last week I said it that if Oshomole was
you are not getting.
Excuse me, I don't interfere when you are talking. Oshomole, I said that last week I said that APC made the greatest mistake. If they really wanted to challenge Jonathan, they wouldn't have failed the two candidates they failed. They would have used Oshomole and somebody else, or even if it's Buhari with Oshomole, then they can deliver. People will vote. But not Oshomole and one puppet from somebody, because Tinubu wanted to be the vice presidential candidate, they refused. He brought his wife. They refused. Then he went and bring another puppet. So I'm waiting for one person. Nigeria has grown above that. I'm not a politician, but we have grown above listening to having somebody impose somebody on us. Suppose Buhari is not there. What will that one deliver? They cannot do anything. Then Tinubu will come from backyard and start ruling Nigeria. So violence, what you ask is about violence. What I'm trying to say here is that the police should be ready in each state. The police should be ready in each state to tackle violence because it is imminent. It is going to happen. But what we are trying to say is let them be able to quell it as soon as it happens, so that they can contain such violence, so that it won't go beyond what we are thinking. Because if you go beyond that, Sudan will be better. Nigerians who have not watched Sudan should go and read about Sudan and watch them on television and see that Sudan is nothing to write home about. And if anything happens in Nigeria, I think some of us will just, from here we travel further more. So because I can't get there. Thank you.
Okay.
So the thing is that, can I come in?
No. Yes, very quickly. Very brief. Yes, go ahead.
You know, I think before Nigeria can be a better place and a better country to live is Nigerian politicians, they should do away with tribalism, one. They should do away with religion. Because these two things are what is causing havoc in Nigeria. Because everybody wants to rule. The Muslim wants to rule with Muslims around him. Christians want to rule with Christians around them, or mixture, something like that. You know, so these are the real problems we have. You don't have to look in Europe all over the world. They don't include religion in anything.
No.
Religion is apart.
Yeah,
Politics
okay.
is apart. Everything is apart.
What you're saying is that religion and tribalism
Yes.
are the root cause of the violence.
These are the root cause of all problems in Nigeria.
All right.
Because now they are fighting. Look at the other day, they stoned Jonathan's.
They have said it here.
We said that.
So when they were saying, you know what they were saying? When Jonathan was campaigning, you know what they were saying? They said, Sai Buhari, Sai Buhari. When he said something, they said, Sai Buhari. What is that?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to. We're done with that question. We're done with that.
Boko Haram is fighting to Islamize Nigeria.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
What I'm talking about.
All right. Now the very final question.
So is the Buhari Boko Haram then?
No,
Yes. Let me quickly come.
Let's put it direct. Is Buhari Boko Haram?
That's 1 minute.
Yeah. Yes. The issue is because the kind of inflammatory statement he made after the election of 2011. That is one of the things that has contributed or gave background. Yes, gave background to this Boko Haram of a thing.
Okay.
If you want to look, if we are talking about this Boko Haram issue, let's go on the security aspect part of it.
Yes.
For example, then these people you call Boko Haram, don't they have father? Don't they have mother? Don't they have relations? They don't have boyfriend? Don't they have a friend they school together?
Yeah.
These are man-made insurgents. You know, by the time they were doing their election, I mean, they used these people as a political talk or something like that. Then, they went around, they give them money, do this, and when the election was over, when they were not carried along, because they were already armed, you cannot ask somebody who was before. He was a water fetcher with a barrel on the street. Then you brought him in and then tell him, look, you go and destroy this house, I'm going to give you this. You arm him, tell him, give him money. His daily income then was about 200 naira. Then he come and get about 5,000 or 2,000.
Yes.
Then you set him up, they go to the bank and rob the bank and share money, go to the school, capture a girl, rape. You know, this is things you have never tested before. Then you want to say that he will now go back to go and carry a barrel to go to water again. No, the answer is no. You see, these things are, okay, this is something, Buhari cannot do anything because these people have gone out from their own range. Their initial calculation, they have been defeated now by the Boko Harams. You know, because when they come now, they are now a lot of their on their own.
Exactly.
They come, then when you come, who are giving them arms? Well, the arms, do we manufacture arms in Nigeria? I remember in those days we manufactured something in Kaduna of semi-machine gun.
Sponsors in Nigeria.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Not only.
Yes, go ahead, Elton.
Security.
Come in, Elton, yes.
If I may come into this security issue, one thing my panelists have failed to realize is that Boko Haram preceded the emergence of Jonathan as the president of Nigeria.
Yes.
Boko Haram actually started under Yaradua.
Okay. Thank you.
It was during the tail end of Yaradua that the founder of Boko Haram, one Yusuf, was captured by the army and handed over to the police. And under interrogation, just as he was about reading out the names of the people who are sponsoring them, the police killed him. And that gave birth to the violent Boko Haram. Otherwise, they started on a very peaceful note. Now, so it was not as a result of Buhari's comments after the election that Boko Haram came to be. I want to correct that impression.
Yeah, but you agree that when
it was not under Jonathan.
They intensified. It was when they intensified their actions. That was when they had the head of affairs, the man at the head of affairs. Try to manage Boko Haram with key gloves.
How can you manage? Started from Obasanjo, not even from Yaradua. Boko Haram. So if they cannot
under Jonathan. Because he wanted to play politics with Boko Haram.
Is he playing politics with Boko Haram? Is he the governor of Borno State? Do you know how much they give as as a security vote to govern us.
Let me land.
No.
Allowed everybody.
No. Listen.
Let him finish.
I want to correct that because that's a very negative impression that you guys there have about what is actually going on in Nigeria currently. Let's walk away with that fact. It preceded President Jonathan. Okay. Now coming to the issue of you mentioned about Buhari not able to hold his own, and he noted Amechi as his running mate. I tell you one thing: the APC is a coalition of opposition parties comprising CPC, AMPP, ACN, and part of ABGA. Okay? And when you have a coalition, you share positions.
Okay, so agree with people from PDP and did not get anything. Agree with the people from PDP. We are sidelined. They are no more part of APC.
I'm coming. These three pioneer groups, the PDP group, NPDP, there's a new PDP comprising of the 5 governors that joined the APC at the tail end was after the formation of the party. And the party, in balancing the structure of the party, they ceded the chairmanship of the APC to AMPP. Buhari won the presidential ticket under the to represent the CPC. Definitely, has to be represented with the position of the vice president. These are the 3 elective positions that are to be contested. Now, the NPDP, where Rotimi Amechi, Papanso, and the rest of them comes in, have been told that when elections are won, definitely the position of the
as inflation, when a lot of money has been pumped to the system, and all that. Some of it coming from money laundering and stuff like that. So, what is your perspective on this? Okay, starting with Mr. Mezier.
Well, as usual, that is how the Nigerian election normally goes in every way. So, automatically, maybe the whole world, but now we are talking about the Nigeria election. So, we expected that. Just as simple as that.
Yeah, look, like you said, it's the issue of money campaigning is something that is prevalent to the whole world. It's not peculiar to Nigeria as a whole, but the issue is less people, even if you are receiving money from anybody, bear it in mind that you will soon finish eating the money. But what is the future hold for you and your children? That is the issue. Yeah. Not necessarily they will just come and give you 1 bag of rice today. Exactly. And then tomorrow it's finished, you are hungry. So that is why you must have to be very, very careful and search your minds about who am I going to support. Am I going to support? I'm voting for somebody who is going to take care of my children, make sure there's education for them and so. Okay, let me say, for example, look at this particular period, point in time. There's no strike in any high institution in Nigeria. Yeah. The Mr. President have already curtailed this kind of thing. Because this is where a breeding ground for this toggling. Where during this type of period for election, there will be a strike. And then the politicians will capitalize from the children staying home, and then kind of group them, employ them for all this kind of things, giving them money. But now, you see, I don't know any of the child or a boy who leaves his classroom to come and start going to be a talk for any political party. So at least it will minimize the issue of money campaign on that area. Okay. I see. Thank you very much. Okay, Chief, what's your take on that, on this topic?
Money campaigning. Money campaigning is something that has been happening. People give out money, but what I'm talking to the electorate is when you take money, vote for the right candidate. Vote for your conscience, because your conscience is your tomorrow. Tomorrow you need, when there's no social amenity, don't blame anybody, because you have sold your conscience. But when you take money and you vote for your conscience, tomorrow you get the right thing you need. So the right result is what is there. And about inflation you talk, that is why we need good management of the economy. It's not about free education. When you give free education and the money is going down, how do you pay the school fees? How do you pay the teachers? Or do you mean when you say free education, you increase the tuition fee, you levy the parents with education levy? Like you just change the name, baptize school fees to another name. Is it what we are talking about, free education? Free education should be free education. And the free education is a right of a citizen. Yeah. So when you are doing something that is a right to people, you don't even say you are giving them, making them anything favor. It's not a favor for anybody. Education is a right of a child. Yeah. He has to be educated. So it shouldn't be a political slogan, because it's what is the government supposed to provide for her citizens. So about giving money, I think the bank, you ask about CBN managing the thing. Yeah, the CBN, the finance minister, I think in Nigeria we have a good finance minister. We have a good economic team for the present administration. So at least they can manage it. And then another last word I want to give is, please, the president has constituency all over Nigeria. All over Nigeria. Nigeria is his constituency. And he has right over everybody. He's still a sitting president. We should respect him, whether he's doing good or bad. Until he hands over, then we can do anything to him. Even if he would be arrested, when he hands over, he should be arrested. But for now, he's a sitting president. Yes. Nobody should throw stone on him. Exactly. Our president.
That's a good advice.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Maje, can you give us a quick 1 minute?
What I want to say there is that Nigerians, they are hungry, and there is no employment, there is no work. So the thing is that if they are talking about people taking money or not to take money, people must take money. There is no doubt about that. They must take money. The only thing is that some people may take money and they don't vote for you. It's possible. But as for taking money, they must take money. They must eat.
Have you taken money before?
They must pay school fees for their children. Because these politicians, they use poor people because they know that the money can cheat.
It's even the money meant for the people.
They make use of them anytime they like. So they can always make use of them. There's no doubt about that. So that is it. There's no going back.
All right. Thank you, sir.
They must receive money and they must vote for the person they like to vote for. So that is what, for money, they must receive money.
All right. Thank you.
Because it's part of the corruption.
Thank you, sir. Okay, now.
Sir, yes. The opening sentence of the last speaker is a very big indictment on the current government. To say the least, that Nigerians are hungry, Nigerians are poor, and Nigerians are heavily unemployed. And then somebody still saying we have an efficient economic management team. That's the two of them. I mean, you can't have that efficient economic management team, and then you have so much hunger and so much poverty and so much unemployment in the land. So it's an indictment on the government. Oh, okay. So now to the question of
I don't know whether it became Buhari.
Yes. That money plays.
Our father was
definitely money would in every election everywhere in the world. Money will play some important role. Yeah. But I'm very happy that Nigerians are gradually getting more politically matured, and they have started, this habit of they collect money from, you offer them money, they take, and then they vote according to their conscience. It played out in the APC primaries, where one of the contenders, Atiku, he almost bought all the delegates that came for that, and at the end of the day, he came third, because Buhari, who did not share any money, came out first. Be that as it may, the INEC has electoral spending limits, which if the political parties are ready to abide by it, but unfortunately they will not. They will not, because just a few weeks ago, the president and his team raised about 21 billion naira for his campaigns. And then when he was attacked and by
by other, stakeholders that, hey, we are saying that our expenditure limit should be this, and you are raising 21 billion as a sitting president to contest an election. What signal are you sending across? They came out to defend themselves that, this money we raised is for PDP as a party to build our secretariat, to do this, to do that, to do that. But then, this money is finding its way again back into buying of votes and then trying to bribe people. But I am only too happy that this time around, Nigerians will collect the money from them and vote according to their conscience.
Yeah,
thank you. Okay, the final word from you. Have you already?
Like Kiri have said, look, now you mentioned, thank you very much, I think that you even mentioned Atiku, who was sharing money during the, but this is a core Buhari kitchen cabinet as of now. Both is the advisor and the sponsors. So it's on the PDP. So this is to tell you that the corruption started from APC. Thank you very much on that. But like we said, Etin, hold on, Etin, hold on, please. So Etin, hold on, please. What we are saying is, listen, Jonathan. President Goodluck Jonathan is still as our sitting president. So you and I were here in the West. Of course, I'm not going to take in Nigeria.
But he travels all the time.
Okay, I'm not going to take the measure what we are seeing here in Europe to measure Nigeria because we are still a little bit far back. The West, these are countries that have been ruling themselves for over 200 years ago. Yeah. So they have been trying all these things and failing. But all I'm saying that with patience, Nigeria, we're going to get it right. You know,
Nigeria is
we are going to get it right. At least from now, like we are saying, we are seeing the train is already running. The light is coming back. The agricultural setup is already improving, or it has improved significantly. The quality of education has so.
The Nigerians are no more. The light has not come back from Nigeria right now.
The Nigerians are no more selling water on the street. The Nigerians are no more selling water on the street.
No, are you telling me that now, if Buhari win tomorrow, he's going to carry a generator on his head? Is that what you're trying to tell me? It has to take him time.
You're not ashamed to say that Nigeria is almost 200 million people, and you're generating only 2,000 votes. You're not ashamed to say that.
800. Well, Obasanjo left 3,500 megawatts of electricity, and then after
Jonathan stole it. You took it to go. Jonathan stole it.
Okay, all right. Now we're going to draw the curtain on today's broadcast. I want to say a big thank you, first of all, to Mr. Elton, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you for making time to give your take on this interesting discussion. Thank you very much, Elton. Yeah, also to Mr. Maze Aguzian, all the way from Zotomir. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your contributions.
It's not Mr. Maz, it's Maz.
Maze Aguzian.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for the correction.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. And then we have also here in the studio Mr. Emeze Onwegu.
Thank you,
for joining us this morning. Thank you very much. And then also, of course, Mr. Tony Brown Obase, security consultant. Thank you for making time.
Thank you very much, viewers, and vote according to your conscience.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And of course, Chief Kirian Agbodike, you've been great. Thank you for being part of the show this morning.
Thank you, the listeners. My message is just follow your conscience, vote for your conscience, and vote for the right candidate. Tomorrow, the future is too long. So make sure you secure your future by voting the right person.
Okay. So this brings to an end this program, and it has been presented to you by radiovoiceofnaija, coming to you from Amsterdam. And we thank you who have listened, those who called in to to contribute. God bless you. Stay tuned. We have about 15 minutes more to go. We'll just play some music, and we'll just quantum the time. God bless you. Stay tuned.